listen, y'all know somebody's skull would have had to get opened that day. Hey pepperoni homies, it's Lachelle and welcome to my very last video of 2017. So the last video of 2017 is actually going to be the first for some other things. Like, this is going to be the first of my new segment, Storytime Sundays, and my first Storytime ever. So here we go. So I was on a trip. I went on a trip with a few of my cousins and some other adults. Well, some adults. I do want to clarify that I was 10 at the time, because that's why this went down the way it did. Anyway, so we went away, and what happened is that my older boy cousin, he was sleeping on the floor, well, on a bed, on a thingy on the floor, and me, my older girl cousin, and my younger guy cousin, we had to share a bed, and he's like 7 months younger than me, right? 7 months, mind you, okay? Not 4 years, not 5 years, right? Okay, so we're practically the same age. So I'm gonna skip right to the day because there's a lot, but this is what this story is about, right? So I wake up one morning, right, alone on the bed, and I'm like, the bed is wet, right? So of course, I spring up because my little 10-year-old self, I'm like, oh my god, I haven't peed the bed in years, and now I'm peeing the bed, of all times ever, when I'm not at home. My parents weren't with us, which is also why things went down the way they did. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. And then I'm like, wait, but I'm not wet. I'm dry. The bed is wet. So then I start to get confused. I'm like, how could I be dry if the bed is wet? You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. I'm trying to understand what's happening. My older cousin comes inside the room, and she tells me that my younger cousin peed the bed last night. So at this point, I'm starting to get a little bit ticked off because I'm like, okay, so y'all just felt like not waking me up to tell me that I'm literally laying in somebody else's pee? Then I'm starting to realize I woke up alone on the bed. So where is he? The one who peed the bed. And guess where he was? He had already showered, changed, and was sleeping in a dry bed. And I woke up in his pee. So now I'm completely pissed because I'm like, y'all could have woken me, somebody, anybody, he could have, she could, anybody could have woken me up and been like, hey, by the way, you're sleeping in pee. All I had to do was get up and move to another bed. He had to go through this whole process, but y'all felt like it was necessary to get him cleaned up and put in another bed. But not me. I had to wake up in his pee. Anyway, right? So, I'm pissed off, but like, low-key pissed off because I was 10, so I wasn't like vocal like I am right now, which is good because listen, y'all know somebody's skull would have had to get opened that day. Like, somebody would have had their skull open for them. Anyway, so I'm pissed, but I'm still tired, so I'm like, all right, well, I'm going back to sleep, but somebody needs to change these sheets because I'm not gonna change them because I ain't peed. So I go to my cousin and I say to him, listen, you need to go change your sheets because I'm still tired. I want to go back to sleep. And he catch an attitude with me, but like, oh, if I'm the one that wants to go back to sleep, then I need to change the sheets. And I'm like, no, you need to take responsibility for your actions because we all know, had I been the one to have peed the bed, the situation would have gone way differently. And I probably would have had to stand up right there after and change the sheets. And we both probably would have ended up in the other bed. But whatever, right? So he catch an attitude with me, and I'm upset, but I'm leaving him. I'm like, well, that's fine. I'm going to go sleep on the couch, because guess what? I'm not going to change the sheets and you peed the bed. Especially not with that attitude that you're catching with me, right? I went about my business. A little while later, one of the adults calls me, and she's like, oh, well, you shouldn't have said that to him, because you're going to make him feel bad, and he can't help blah, blah, blah. And I was in shock, because I'm like, I'm sorry. Are you saying the person that woke up in somebody else's pee does not have the right to be upset and react? And at this point, I'm steaming because I'm like, how am I the one getting in trouble? I'm getting in trouble for waking up in somebody else's pee, for telling them to change the sheets. So all this time, right? I say, you know what? Let me just go about my business. I say I'm not changing them sheets. I tell everybody I'm not changing the sheets because I did not pee. I go back in the room a couple minutes later. My one of the adults is there changing the sheets. So I stood up there, watched her do it, and then I went back to sleep because I'm like, well, somebody was gonna change it, and it was not about to be me. Anyway, this is the last day of 2017, and so with 2017, I released this memory. There it goes. You see it flying away? There it goes. Because listen, I was so mad that day. But it's still a good thing that it happened back then when I was a lot calmer. Because let me wake up and somebody pee right now. I will wring your neck. Whew. Anyway, wow. Boy, calm down, honey. Anyway, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit more than I enjoyed waking up in someone's pee. If you did like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and tell me how you feel about me waking up in someone else's pee. And make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. See you guys next year.